Well, hello indie people, how are you guys doing now? Using disability as an excuse. That is what we're going to be talking about today, because a few weeks ago, my friend Hatman, who is a creator on this platform and someone that I really admire as a creator, made a couple of videos. First one was about the fans' reactions to Family of 5, or if you know YouTube, Daddy 05. That channel got taken down and he was showing us the fans' reactions. But there was one person in particular who did not really like what Hatman had to say about him. This person made a hate video about him, and then Hatman reacted to that hate video. But there was one thing in this hate video that this person said that I found rather peculiar. He says he has a disability. But this really got me thinking about disability and if it's okay for people with disabilities to use that as an excuse. But typically I do talk about autism on this channel, and if it sounds like your cup of tea, then consider subscribing down below and turn on those notifications so you do not miss a video. Now, the first thing I want to talk about with you guys in regards to this person who is called Faze something or other on YouTube. Some of the things he was saying were absolutely abysmal. Basically, in this reaction video that Faze, whatever his name is, made, he called for the raping of an innocent kid that has nothing to do with anything. When you're talking about harming a child, frankly that is unacceptable, and frankly you should not be on this platform. I'm just going to be completely blunt and honest about it. If you're saying really disgusting things that you wouldn't say to someone, you know, face to face, then they are not appropriate for YouTube. It does annoy me when people proclaim they have a disability, whatever it is, you know, and think they can say whatever they want, and you know, they can say the most vulgar of things, and then they have this like get out of jail free card saying I have a disability. It doesn't work like that. Like, if I said what Faze said in a video like this, then there would be absolute hell. You know, it's just not acceptable by any means. It's really not. It just puts a dampener on the whole community, you know, of disabled people. Using disability as an excuse in that sense, nah, I don't condone whatsoever. However, people with disabilities, well, any kind of disability really that is disabling you from living a life that you want to live, there are daily struggles. You know, on a day-to-day basis, people do struggle, whether that is being physically able to go outside, you know, if it's mental health related, which I personally consider to be within the mix of disability, then, you know, it can be a real struggle, you know, just to go into a crowd of people, whatever the case may be. You know, I feel like there's a real stigma when it comes to saying you have a disability. I mean, for example, take this person, they say they have a disability, right? And then you have this person who says, oh, you don't look disabled, blah, blah, blah. That is so damaging to the actual person who is disabled in whatever context they are disabled. But no, when people say they have a disability, often it's a way of indicating to the person that they are talking to just really that they have a disability and they might need help in one way or another. A lot of people tend not to use it as an excuse to get out of things or to get out of certain situations, blah blah blah. I think it's really important to try and be empathetic to others, especially when they are in a tough situation and they might need support with that. So my final thoughts on using disability as an excuse. It's quite complicated. Personally, if you're saying you have a disability and make really vulgar statements like this Faze person has, then frankly, I have no time for you whatsoever. If you say you have a disability and you're struggling with the situation, I think it's perfectly okay, you know, to say I have a disability, like I can't cope with this situation or whatever the case may be. I think that's perfectly okay. But saying really vulgar things and saying you have a disability, thinking you have an escape, that's not acceptable to me. It's really not. I think as long as there is general understanding and everything like that, and I think it's okay if you're struggling with a certain situation to say you have a disability and really, you know, to say, you know, I'm not really coping with this very well, or whatever the case may be. Really guys, that is what I think of using disability as an excuse. I know there's a lot to talk about in regards to this video. I talked about a lot of points, but if you have any comments or thoughts or feelings about anything I spoke about in this video, then please leave them down below. It'd be great to have a further discussion down below in the comments. And also I hope that this video has given you a bit of an idea as to my actual mindset when it comes to these things. But for now guys, if you enjoyed this video then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below and turn on those notifications. Stay you, stay indie. I hope you have a really great day guys, and I'll see you all very soon. See you later guys.